The very wealthy English Baron Fitzgerald had only one child, a son. The mother died in childbirth, and his son was understandably the apple of his eye, the center of his affections. The son grew, but in his late teens became very ill, and he died. Meanwhile, the father's financial holdings increased. The father used much of his wealth to acquire artworks of the masters. Fitzgerald himself then became ill, and he too died. But previous to his death, he had carefully prepared his will with explicit instructions as to how his estate should be settled. He had directed that there would be a single auction in which his entire collection of art would be sold. Because his collection was valued in the millions, a huge crowd of prospective buyers gathered. The works of art were displayed for viewing before the auction began. Among them was one painting which received very little attention. It was of poor quality, done by an unknown local artist. It happened to be a portrait of Fitzgerald's only son. Before the auction began, the auctioneer gavelled the crowd to attention. Then the attorney read from the will of Fitzgerald. The will instructed that the first painting to be auctioned was the painting of his beloved son. The only bidder was an old servant who had known the son, had served him, and had loved him. For sentimental reasons, he offered the only bid. For less than an English pound, he bought the painting. Suddenly, the auctioneer stopped the bidding, and he asked the attorney to read again from the will. The huge crowd was hushed because this was quite unusual. The attorney read the concluding statement of Fitzgerald's will to a stunned audience. "Whoever buys the painting of my son also gets all my art collection. This auction is now over." In today's world, everyone wants the Father's blessings. They want God the Father to heal them of their physical ailments, to provide them with nice things, to give them good jobs, and to guarantee them their salvation. They want all of the Father's blessings, but they're just not interested in the Father's Son. They have no use for Jesus. But unless people accept and embrace the Son, there are no promised blessings from God. The Father's inheritance is given only to those who love and desire His Son. The Son Himself declared, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes unto the Father but by me." Just a thought.